Welcome to part 2 of how you reprogram a Gemmy. In the last part, I was mentioning that the way that Gemmy has the pumpkin set up is that there is a set of lights that light up two faces instead of just one, which is pretty much useless information. But I was just explaining why I have two on high in multiple different areas, because you will see that whenever I have three on, two is always on, and whenever I have eight on, two is always on. So that's what I'm trying to explain. And I apologize for having to do a part two. My recording app can only record for 10 minutes, so I really do apologize for that. But in this part, we are going to start typing out some coding just to show you how easy it is. So I am not going to copy and paste any of this. For the sake of this video, I will take my time and I will type this out for you guys. So you're gonna have a blank canvas like this. You're gonna see it's going to say let me see at the top. It says, yeah, put here for your code to run once, which is what you guys are typically gonna want to do if you want your program to run once. And right here is a loop which I have not tried yet, but I believe this will just loop your program, which I have not used yet, and I don't think that'll work with the MP3 chip that I used, unless you have that hooked up to a pin, which I don't. I just have that constantly receiving power whenever the Arduino is turned on. So let's just go ahead and type out a simple program. So you start off with digital, and then capital W, right. Now, as you can see, this changed to a very light red, which is good. It means that Arduino has recognized your command and it is ready for the next set of commands. You're gonna want to do what I remember. I don't remember what this is called, but you're gonna want to put that. And let's say I want to have 4 lit up. So we're gonna do 4 comma high, and it turned blue, so it recognizes it. We're gonna put another one of these, and then as you can see, this is all boxed up because it wants you to put I think it's called a colon slash. So just put a colon slash. It's not boxed anymore. Sometimes when you put a colon slash, it'll still be boxed up. Don't worry, as long as you have the colon slash, it recognizes it. Arduino has recognized it, and it will run your program. But whenever I have 4 on, I always want to have another pin on, because it makes a weird face if I don't have another one on, because 4 is, as I said, it's the top of the face. It's never supposed to be on by itself. So in that case, without a spacing, we are going to write digital, right? Again, and as I said, and as we see, it turned light red, so it is ready for the next command. Arduino has recognized it, and so we're also going to turn on 3, which is the kind of the middle face. So again, high, but let's say, oh sorry, forgot to do there. But let's say that I had 8 previously turned on. Well, you don't want to have 3 and 8 on at the same time, because, again, it makes a weird face. Now, I am just talking in terms of how I did the pumpkin. So let's say you had 8 on before this. So I'm not going to write out digital right again. As you can see, what we can do, we can just copy this, Control C, Control V, and it pastes right here. So literally all you're doing is typing like the one that you want to turn on low, because we're going to change this to low. As you can see, Arduino recognized it again, and you saw this was boxed up, even though it does have the colon slash right there. Not a problem. Arduino has recognized it. It's just a little bug, I guess. But whenever we have 3 on, because of how the face is, remember those 2 little LEDs I was talking about? We want to have 2 on also. So, Control V, and we will also put 2 on high. Congratulations, you have just completed a simple coding, and the pins that you have selected to turn on high will um, power will be sent to those, and the ones that you have said that you want on low, power will be turned off on those ones. But you're not done. You're not done with this yet. You also need a delay, because you want to have the face on at, for a long period of time or a short period of time. It doesn't matter. But you do need to have the delay on, or it won't run through the program. I don't believe. I do believe you need to have a delay on. Either which way, whenever you're programming Gemmy, you'll want to have a delay because it's not your program is not running through like within microseconds. Like that's not how Gemmy programs stuff. And let me make sure we're still recording. Okay, we are 5 minutes. So you're gonna write out delay. Delay. Oh, sorry, I have the caps lock on. Again, it lit up. But when I typed in delay, and it had some capitals on, as you can see, it did not light up red. So let's say I make the Y like that. It will not light up because that's not a writing that or a command that Arduino recognizes. So simply just having one letter either not capital or on caps, it will not recognize it. So just be careful of that. It's a simple mistake. I made it several times, and I learned from it. Unfortunately, I got too cocky, and I was just kind of speeding through it, and then I made several mistakes, so I had to go and backtrack and then kind of fix them. But you live and you learn. So let's say I want to have this part on for 1 second. So you're gonna write out 1,000. 1,000 is a second, in Arduino terms. So these pins will stay on for 1 second. Let's say I want to do it for 1/100th of a second. So you put 100. You can put 10, but why would you ever do that? I mean, it way too fast. So usually I will use 100 or 200 or sometimes even 600, depending on how long I want to have those pins on for. And hopefully I'm explaining this in a way that you guys understand. Caps lock on again. I'm trying to explain this the best I can without actually having the Arduino plugged into my computer because it is in the pumpkin right now. So we'll have it on 200. And again, you want to have the colon slash right next to it. So from here, just copy it and paste it down. And now the Arduino will not get to this program until this program is done with its delay, and it'll go directly to this. There will never be a time when this turns off, and then this will turn on, but it'll take a second. Like, no, it will immediately go to this, which is awesome. So it's not delaying or there's no stalling. There's always a point where something is on, unless you have everything turned off. So let's say I want to have 5 on. So we're going to change this 5 on high. I don't remember what 5 is. Oh, no, actually, no. The 5 is the bottom, I believe. So in this case, we won't need 3 on, because that is the middle, so it'll look weird if we do that. So instead of actually taking out the 3, we're just going to put low. So the 3 turns off. We'll want 8. You don't need to have 8 on low here because you already have 8 on low here, so it doesn't really matter if you have that or not. Nothing's going to change. But we're also going to put 2 on low. So actually what we can do is take out the 8 and then just completely get rid of this coding right here because it is unneeded. And then again, we can have the delay at 200, which is what I recommend. I recommend your delay being at 200 for every single one of these lines until you get all of your coding down, you get all of the movements you want, then you can start messing with the delays. Mouth movement is going to be a little bit tricky to program because you will have to create multiple different lines for that just because of how much a mouth moves on a Gemmy item at different times. So that will be a difficult part.